Let me be completely transparent first. I am biased toward Microsoft. I have bought Windows phones for a little over half a decade. I run Windows 10 on my PC, and I play games on my Xbox. Hell, I have a Surface ergonomic keyboard. I just want to address where I'm coming from before continuing with this video, which is all about the phones. Now in June, I made a very difficult decision to finally drop my Windows phone. At the time, there has been little to no word on Project Andromeda. The app gap was getting worse, and the updates have become so stagnant that it's been affecting Windows Mobile as a whole. Now at the time of writing, Windows 10 Mobile is getting security updates until this December, and I happily still use my HP Elite X3 as a mini tablet. I mean, just look how big it is, how can you not? Okay, getting back on track. It was hard walking into that AT&T store knowing my SIM card will not be in a Windows device anymore. My ecosystem is now shattered for bringing a different operating system to the fold. Now, I was ready to swap for a little bit. I have done my research, looked at videos, and even tested out the competition a month prior. The month of May, I had an Android phone. However, I settled on an iPhone 10.
But didn't you say you tried an Android phone? Do you know the specs are far superior than an iPhone?
Yes. And I tried an Android phone, and it sucked. Just like my bias toward Microsoft, I'll be transparent. I am biased against Google. I dislike their practices, how they run their company, and I'm not a fan of a lot of their products. I can acknowledge their strengths, but I believe full-heartedly in voting with my dollar. And I don't want to support a company that I deem morally inferior. With that stated, I do want to state my issues with Android and iPhone. For all my tech knowledge, I want a balance between simple and advanced. With a Mac, typically everything is already optimized. The settings are predetermined. Meanwhile, Linux, from what I heard, requires you to know coding the OS the way you want it. Windows 10 in my experience has achieved the best of both Mac and Linux. And in the smartphone science, that's where Windows was heading and planned to do the same thing. iPhone is restrictive, predetermined, while Android has so many options and system files, it was a mess. Windows Phone, on the other hand, is simple, yet complex design. And if you want to modify your phone, you can with Dev Mode. Why choose iPhone when I can customize my Android to my liking, and with APKs I can sideload all my apps away from never using the Google Play Store? I shouldn't do that. Looking at my spectrum, I would say when it comes to a computer, I want a little bit more advanced, while on my phone, I lean toward more of the simple side. However, where Windows was heading, that would have changed with Continuum. To briefly explain what Continuum is, when you plug up your Windows phone into a dock, you can project it to a monitor for a full Windows experience. Except at the time, it's limited. There's no control panel, you can't install any Win32 apps, and just limited by the hardware and software since it wasn't full Windows 10. It was very, very, very basic. Which is okay, because everyone who got a taste of this technology knew it was a stepping stone to now the rumored Project Andromeda. Honestly, I was going to wait for Andromeda, but the timing, lack of full confirmation from Microsoft made me switch. Project Andromeda is what Windows Phone was going to become, a fully functional Windows 10 running on a mobile platform. Now the question is, I am making payments for a new iPhone 10 for about 2 years, and Andromeda is rumored to be dropping next year with Qualcomm's new release. Do I still plan on buying it? Yes, however, it won't be my daily driver for a while. App support is important, and Windows 10 currently struggles in that field for a mobile operating system, and I lean on the simplistic experience over complex, so I would have to wean from an iPhone to Andromeda. I should be able to download something like BlueStacks and run any mobile app I want, but this is beta technology, and even a Microsoft loyalist like myself, I want to wait a little bit on this. I still will buy it, and I still will use it as like a mini tablet to replace my HP Elite X3. After all, security updates are expired this December, and Project Andromeda will be supported. And I will happily be part of the feedback program just like how I was in the Insider program when Windows 10 first launched. And I will throw my SIM card into this here and there. But having an iPhone used in the apps that aren't supported on Windows Mobile, I can at least say it's not time to go back just yet. I have hopes that the devs will release apps that will one day support Andromeda, so I can make that switch and will never go back. I love Windows 10, and I believe it to be a good operating system. It gets better after every update, and my dream is to have everything running on Windows again. And this will be a reality soon. But when it comes to mobile, that ship is currently still docked and not ready to sail. Hey guys, I know this was a little bit different. It wasn't like a goofy skit or a stream, but you know, I really want to try something different. I want to make this channel me, and I am huge into tech tips. I hope the format was great, and I hope that I can do some more videos like this about other tech that's more in depth. I thought this would be a good first introduction of a little tech series. So just give me some feedback about that, and you know, as always, you were the audience, I was Deslet, and see you later.